Victoria has given us a call from Stansted. Morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
Boris Johnson, are you suffering a bad case of seller's remorse?
No, I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I'd just like to congratulate Daniel Johnson. In one interview, he summed up everything that is wrong with the attitude of the Conservative Party. And if I was to find one person to use as an example to my children that you shouldn't believe grown-ups just because they're adults and just because they've got a posh voice, that was the man. I was incredulous. Where has he been? Which country is he living in? To say we couldn't see the war with people.
Let's get back to.
And I'm a housewife in Essex.
So what's your issue with Boris Johnson? I mean, from a Tory point of view, they think he's more likely to win an election than either of the two rivals.
Matthew, can we just all be absolutely clear? Boris Johnson got a huge majority because traditional Labour people could not vote for Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn put Boris Johnson where he is. Anybody that had read Tatler for the last 30 years, like I have, or watched Early Have I Got News for You with that babyish clown on it, would never put that.
He won a massive majority, Victoria, 80.
He was lucky. Jeremy Corbyn put him there. We all know that. And for Daniel Johnson to say Boris is good at the big picture. My husband was in Madrid when COVID had ripped through Italy, ripped through Spain. And at the time, we were all at Cheltenham, and he was ordering the wrong sort of PPE from the factories of Turkey. And I don't know if anybody else remembers like I do. I was quite keen for that PPE to arrive because my husband was abroad. The flight was delayed, landed at the wrong airport, and then it was all the wrong stuff. If Boris Johnson, who's still got another week, is good at the big picture, we wouldn't all be choosing between heating and eating, lighting, or throwing up with worry about what we're going to do this winter.
But can I, Victoria, please, just a moment, Victoria.
It's a national disgrace.
Okay.
And if I was a legal
Victoria, if you're just going to do a monologue, I'm going to cut you off because I would like to have a conversation. That's what we do here. Yeah, can we have a conversation?
Yeah.
OK, great. So, Boris Johnson, I've heard what you have to say about him, but 3 times as many Tory supporters feel that he'd be a better Prime Minister than Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak. Now, neither of them have had a chance to run the country yet, but just on that view, I hear everything you said about Boris Johnson, but Tory supporters think that Liz Truss is going to be 3 times worse, essentially.
Tory supporters would like to keep their jobs. Tory supporters, if they want Boris Johnson back, that tells you all you need to know about the calibre of Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak. I think Rishi Sunak is high quality, but I don't think he'll pursue the wants and the continuity of the ERG. When Liz Truss went to Russia, was in that country and they came back and said the woman was so useless, we couldn't even have a meaningful conversation. But
then Russia aren't necessarily going to be the most helpful, I would suggest, with comments like that. And very passionate views, Victoria, I have to say. Some might say quite extreme, but very passionate, and that's what we like to hear. Thank you.